Welcome Earthly Souls to my channel, Earthly Soul Tarot. My name is Daniel for those of you who are new here. If you're not new, welcome back. I'm so happy to see you again, my loves. Anyway, you guys, let's jump in. Today we're going to be doing a collective July reading. Okay, this is going to be a reading for the month of July 2026, just to be clear. Do remember this is a collective reading, so some things might resonate, some things might not. We're going to be tapping into just the energy of the collective. So keep that in mind, my loves, and yeah, let's jump right in, my lovelies. Again, I don't know why I said again. There's nothing that I gotta repeat. Spirit guys, what does the collective need to know for the month of July? I'm hearing like, what are we walking into? I don't know. Let's see. What is going to happen in the month of July, Spirit, energetically? Damn, that flew out the deck. The Five of Cups. Okay, yeah, like I said, what are we walking into? I don't know, because it's gonna be a very unexpected energy. Okay, a little negative, I'm not gonna lie. There's gonna be some cups being spilled, tears. I'm seeing like tears, things being lost. Collectively, what are we losing? What is happening, Spirit? What are we losing? Hold on. Too many things I'm hearing. Okay, I'm gonna pick these two cards. What are they? The Chariot and the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so off the bat, when I saw the Chariot card, I thought we're losing control. Okay, yeah, there could be a lot of things coming to an end this month, unexpectedly as well. I'm seeing like disagreements, arguments, and this could be with people. This could also be internal wars. Okay, internal wars going on. I'm hearing like moralities being tested as well. This feels very like dramatic, not gonna lie. With the Four of Pentacles, I feel like a lot of us are going to be feeling like we're losing control of the way that we hold everything together. Okay, there's something about, I'm hearing like the glue is being peeled off. That's very interesting. Can we get some more, Spirit? Something that was holding something together is going to be torn apart. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of truths being revealed as well, okay? The Three of Wands is coming up, which is a very hopeful card. I always say this. I read the Three of Wands very positively all the time. It always comes up as a very positive energy to me. Even if it has sadness or disappointment attached to it, it's kind of like that energy where like, yes, this didn't work out, but it actually is going to be for the better, okay? Something isn't going to work out. I'm going to be honest. In July, there could be something, this could be very personal to you. This could also be something very collective. But something isn't going to happen the way that we expected it to happen, okay? But I'm hearing it's for the better, okay? Because there's a future energy that's popping up in this reading right now that feels very positive, feels very clear. There's like a lot of clarity, okay? And I said earlier, I don't know what it was in regards to, but I was talking with my partner earlier and I said something along the lines of like, clarity doesn't always give you what you want, but it gives you what you need. Okay, and I feel like that is very significant to this reading right now. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of very harsh truths coming up in July, my loves. A lot of things that we don't want to acknowledge or come to terms with, but I feel like Spirit's kind of forcing us to come to terms with those things this month. And it's gonna feel very harsh. It's gonna feel, you know, Five of Cups. It's gonna feel like you're losing a lot. You might start to see people differently as well. People might start to see you in a different light, okay? I'm hearing don't take it personal. King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. You know who you are. Stay true to yourself, okay? Because others are going to do the same. And yeah, and those who see you for who you are and those who vibrate at the same frequency that you do will stay, will be there with you, okay? So don't be, you know, alarmed if people start walking away, if people start finding other things. Like I'm hearing somebody in a romantic connection and somebody just walks away out of nowhere. I'm hearing it's for the best, okay? It's for the best. Is there anything that we might be struggling with in July? The Queen of Pentacles. which is so funny because we just pulled the King of Pentacles. So there's something about the way that you manage your emotions, I'm hearing. I think a lot of you might struggle to self-care this month, okay? Because you want to take on so much, you want to take on all these responsibilities, and you know, when things start to change or things start to turn a little bit sour, a lot of the times we don't look towards taking care of ourselves. We look towards trying to fix the situation at hand. Like, oh, I gotta fix this. Like off the bat, an issue arises, I gotta fix it. Or I have to think about it, or I have to feel sad about it. And we don't necessarily focus on making sure that we're okay first before we tackle that situation or that problem. And I feel like this is going to be something that a lot of us are going to struggle with, okay, this month in July. Confirmation birth, okay? What are we getting here? The Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. As advice, take things slow, okay? The Seven of Pentacles is all about waiting to receive, waiting to see like that little seed, you know, start to, what's the word? Not bloom, sprout. Almost forgot that word. You planted the seed, you went through the work of, you know, getting your hands dirty and touching the soil and planting the seed and watering it. Okay, you've already watered it. And when I say water it, I feel like I'm seeing somebody like crying, somebody letting their emotions out, somebody coming to terms with something. But now you have to wait for that seed to sprout from that pain, okay? You have to wait. You have to take care of yourself while you wait for your blessings to come up from the pain, from the lessons that you've learned. That's kind of what I'm getting with this energy. And I feel like that could be something that you struggle with doing, but your advice is to be patient with the Seven of Pentacles. It's a very patient energy. It's an energy that knows that there is something coming from the hard work that you've been putting in. You just gotta wait for it. You just gotta wait for your seed to sprout. You know what I mean? There are rewards, okay? There are rewards coming your way. What else? The Nine of Wands. What am I saying, you guys? The Nine of Wands is an energy of literally knowing that you're almost there. Okay, you might feel tired. You might feel like you don't want to take care of yourself right now. You know, all these issues coming up at once. It's very exhausting. I understand that. And it can be difficult to say, okay, I'm going to take a day out to just treat myself. Because I feel like a lot of us, you know, might feel guilty when we do that. But your spirit guides are really coming in to reassure you, my loves, okay? Keep going. Because there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and you're gonna start to see it very soon, okay? The Three of Wands is also like telling you that. It's been telling us for a while now. Spirit, what do we need more of? That's so funny, the Strength card. Yeah, we gotta be strong right now, my loves. July is gonna be quite hectic, okay? A lot of different disruptions coming up too, distractions I'm hearing. The Magician, especially, okay, so when I saw the Magician card, I feel like this is where our morality is going to be tested. Your beliefs are going to be tested this month, okay? Something about like someone either coming in and trying to like disrupt your energy or disrupt your sacred space, I'm hearing. I don't know why. Be cautious of who you allow into your home this month is what I want to say with that, okay? Don't just let anybody in your home. Don't let people be touching your things. I don't know why. There's something about that coming up. Because I feel like people are going to be like kind of challenging your beliefs or challenging the way that you do things in general. Okay, maybe they could be challenging your routines, or like, I don't know, there's something about like someone coming in and saying like, oh, but why do you do things that way? I think you should do them this way. Or like, you know, I don't think that's really the way that you should be going about the situation. Make sure that you are not giving into those energies, because they're wrong, okay? They're wrong. It's not that they're wrong. It's just that they're not, well, how do I word this? It's not for you, okay? Their way of seeing things isn't your way of seeing things. So for you, it's not the way. It's not the right way, okay? Yeah, the Seven of Wands as well. Defend yourself, okay? Don't let anybody come in and try to change your mind or change your perspective if it's not something that's not for you, okay? I'm not saying don't be open to others like perspectives or other people's ideas. You can be open to them and hear people out, but I feel like there's something where like you're very rooted into who you are. You already have done the work in finding yourself, and you're pretty grounded, okay? You know what works for you and you know what doesn't. So make sure that you aren't letting other people's doubts creep in, especially this month where you are going to be feeling quite emotionally vulnerable. Don't let these people try to control or more so manipulate, okay, your own thoughts. Don't let their doubts creep in, because they're not your doubts, they're their doubts, okay? So make sure you're not taking that in, absorbing it is what I want to say. I'm getting a little bit of a headache. I don't know, you could be feeling the same way right now. Spirit, can we get a look into the end of July? What is July leaving us with? The Ace of Pentacles, which is quite exciting. Okay, so this could be new opportunities in career, finances, home life as well. There could be something about, I don't know, maybe some of you are looking to moving or changing scenery. There's something about your environment changing. Oh, the card just fell out of my hand. Why? I always take those little like signs very seriously. There's work surrounding this Ace of Pentacles, I'm hearing. I'm like, Spirit's saying it's not going to come that easy. Oh, thanks, Spirit. Why? Why? Four of Cups. Because you might not be open to it. Okay? A lot of you might not be open to it. You might be a little bit like, I don't know if I want to take this new opportunity, because I'm going to be honest, I feel like it's attached to fear. That uncertainty has a lot of fear attached. Fear of what? Fear of Queen of Swords. Fear of responsibilities. Fear of success, I'm hearing. And a fear of being the one to make, like, I feel like a lot of you are, and don't take this like personally when I say this, but you could be somebody that just likes to lay low and kind of like go with the flow. I'm not saying that you're not a leader, but it's not a position that you find yourself in often, okay? I feel like I'm speaking to a collective that is pretty like, you like to follow, okay? Which there's nothing wrong in doing that. It's not that you follow blindly either, okay? You know the things that you follow are for you. There are things that resonate with you, but you don't really find yourself in positions of leadership, I feel. And I feel like this new opportunity that is coming your way, this Ace of Pentacles, has a lot to do with you taking the lead, okay? You're being given an opportunity to speak up about something or to be a really big influence, okay? And I feel like a lot of you are a little bit scared to take that opportunity, okay? I do see that happening because it's kind of forcing you to jump into the energy of the Queen of Swords, where it's kind of like you have a lot of influence, okay? People, confirmation burp, sorry. Another one, sorry. People are going to have to look up to you and follow your lead. And I don't know why, it feels like some of you feel like you're not ready for that responsibility. And I feel like you are ready. I'm not gonna lie, collective. I feel like you are ready. But I don't know, it's a very contradicting energy, because it's like, if you feel like you're not ready, then, trust your intuition. But at the same time, are you just leaning into comfort? Are you just, wanting to hide away in your box and not wanting to step out of that comfort zone? I don't know. Yeah, the Ten of Swords. I feel like your spirit guides are kind of calling you out there. Yeah. You know what? You make whatever decision you feel is fit for you, but make sure that you're not making decisions out of fear or out of comfort, okay? I feel like that's very, very important, that this month you do not lean into your comfort right now, okay? You guys, again, everything with balance. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. But sometimes we need to push our limits a little bit in order to grow, okay? Think about when we were talking back onto a seed sprouting. The seed has to push through the ground, has to push through the heavy soil, okay? you got to push a little bit to see the light, to get oxygen. You know, if not, you're gonna die out. That seed, if that seed doesn't sprout through, if you're not able to, you know, sprout through something, you're gonna die out. You're just not gonna grow. You're not gonna see what you're capable of achieving. So I don't know. I feel like take the risk, my loves. Take the risk and push yourself. I think this month is all about challenging yourself. And like I said, others are gonna come in and challenge you too. Make sure that you are standing strong in your energy. Again, you know who you are. You've done the work. You're very rooted. So now it's time to sprout through the ground and show them who you are, okay? Show people the authority that you actually have. You have the leadership skills, okay? It's not that you don't know how to lead. You've just never really considered it. And I feel like now you're being given an opportunity to be a leader, okay? And I really do think that your spirit guides want you to take that opportunity, my loves, okay? This could be in regards to career, relationships, it doesn't matter. This could be something even like that has to do with like social media or putting your voice out there. I'm just hearing go for it, my loves. Go for it, okay? I'm sorry, guys. I got interrupted for a sec there. Yeah, let's get a final message for you. And I had already got the card, the Eight of Pentacles as your final message, my loves. The Eight of Pentacles is all about consistency, like we've been saying. There's something you've been really working for a very long time, whether you realize it or not. I feel like there's a lot of emotional strength that has been developed, grown. I don't know. Is that the word that I want to use? I don't know. Feels off. There's a lot of, there's a lot of wisdom, strength that you've been kind of cultivating, growing. And I feel like for a long time, you might have felt like you didn't really know what it was you were working towards. You don't know, kind of like, I'm seeing somebody saying like, all this healing and for what? You know what I mean? And I feel like it's exactly for this opportunity, my loves. You've been healing for this opportunity. I think you were always meant to be a leader, whether you believe that or not. I think you were always meant to do this, okay? You were meant to lead. You were meant to have a voice. There's possibly even a very strong like spiritual purpose for you. And with the Eight of Pentacles, I'm hearing you're ready, okay? The Eight of Pentacles is an energy that has done the work, has been very consistent, and is kind of like an expert. It's like saying, I'm an expert at this. I know what I'm getting myself into. So trust yourself. That's all I want to say, my loves. Trust yourself, and don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone, all right? I feel like that's the overall message here for the month of July. Step out of your comfort zone, my loves. Anyway, I'm going to leave the reading at that. I hope you guys have a fantastic day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you on the next reading. Goodbye.